everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nora, and it's been a while. What happened is that summer happened, and there have been so many life-changing things in my life that I will be sharing with you in a minute. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to be starting my long-form YouTube videos again. I've really missed you guys. I've missed this space, and yeah, it's feeling aligned again to continue with this journey. All right, so today we will have a little catch up, and then I tuned in before this video, and my guide said that my audience needs some sort of release. So let's see what comes through during channeling, and we will do some work around that. Because to be honest, it was just like the 9-9 portal, and I didn't use that opportunity to do any like super conscious releasing work either. So it's also good for me. All right, so what's been going on? Well, as you can see, I have a new background. So that means that I have moved into a new home, my dream home, which is just fantastic because I absolutely had no plans to move until next year because um, ever since 2023 December, when I had my near-death experience, I have been in and out of hospital a lot. So altogether, I think I've spent like 10 months in the hospital, and I had 6 surgeries in the last year and a half now. And so I have two more surgeries coming up in January, February. And that's why I wasn't really planning on moving anywhere because I was living with my dad this whole time. But then I started listening to my dream home subliminal, just sort of like I just listen to it, like I'm not planning to make any moves. I'm like easily going to stay at my dad's until at least next year, at least until all my surgeries are done. But then I wasn't really consciously aware of what I was doing. I just put like the subliminals in my playlist. And so suddenly, due to some divine timing, I ended up having like this weird conflict with my dad. Like we literally never fight, okay? I have very good relationship with my family at this point, at this age. So there's literally no arguments or anything like that normally. So when that happened, I was like, what was that? That's weird. And I went straight to shamanic festival that weekend after that, and basically processed it all through. And then when I got back home, I had a chat with my dad and everything was okay within like a day. And because this happened, it just made me, for a second, I was just like, why don't I just have a look at flats? I haven't done it before. I'm not planning to go anywhere, but I'll just take a look anyway. And then straight away, I found this place. I saw it online. I was like, what is this? Like, there are no flats like this in Estonia normally. Like, everything is really bland, really like the color scheme is white, gray, blue, and black. Not me, okay? Ever. So I saw this, I was like, what the fuck is going on? I wrote to them. I went to view it the same day. My mom was there as well, so she came as well. And literally, I saw it. I was like so confused. I was bamboozled. I was like, what is going on right now? And I said yes, even though I was absolutely not sure that I was going to move. Still, I just said yes because it was like an opportunity I knew wasn't going to happen again. And then I had like 2 weeks until moving in, and basically 2 weeks to process everything, like asking my guides, like, am I doing the right thing? Like, what is going on? La 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 la. And like our guides, they can't tell us whether something is right or wrong, or whether you should do something or not, if it's something big like this. So because you have to, it's free will rule, you have to come to the conclusion yourself. So I did. Anyway, here we are, super happy, super aligned, amazing. And happy that I don't have to use the background anymore as well, because it's nice to have like an actually nice background. And what else? So I went to two festivals this summer, and therefore, as I have started living again, because for a long time, for a year and a half almost, I was not doing anything. I was just in bed, first of all, for a year and 4 months. I couldn't walk, couldn't do any of that. And so I have started socializing again and meeting new people, which has been nice. But something that I've noticed is that whenever I talk to people about what happened to me and how it was like a really interesting period for me psychologically, then people are surprised and they don't quite understand what I mean by when I say that I have a bulletproof mindset nowadays. And what it means is that when I got shot, when I was in the hospital, I had to get really clear on the boundaries on my mind because I could not let any doubt, any worry, any victim mindset, anything that would lead me away from the path of like 100% tunnel vision conviction that I'm going to heal, anything that would take me away from that mindset, I could not allow into my brain, into my thoughts, into my mind. So thanks to this experience, I have a very good control over what's happening in my mind. And it absolutely was not always the case because I suffered from depression, like very serious depression for majority of my life and all of that. But thanks to also now being sober, I have a very good discipline on my brain. And the way I do it is simply when I notice that a negative thought is coming in, that I'm just like, nope. And I focus on something else. Like it's once you become used to catching your negative thoughts and setting a really firm boundary, literally, nope, that ain't happening, then it can completely change your life and you will end up feeling really, really powerful in that sense because when we achieve discipline and boundaries over our minds, we literally control our reality. Okay, so here's a little hack for you. And what else? I have been doing these somatic exercises from the Workout Witch on Instagram, and I had been doing them for a while, but about a week ago, it was day 24, and there had already been several other days called release, which is essentially like a day where you do like specific exercises that will allow you to release trauma from your body. So I went into this. I was like, okay, cool. Let's see if anything happens this time because so far it's only been like my body lightly sort of like shaking and some trauma, I guess, coming out, but not something so crazy, you know? Will healing, self-healing as a psychic is next level, okay? Because I started doing the exercise and then as I was getting into it, I was starting to shake more and more and more. And the movement is sort of you're like this with your knees, and then you start moving your knees like out and in, out and in. And then you go like halfway, and then your knees start to shake like this. But it didn't end with that for me because my entire body started shaking. My hands were going like this. Like it was literally giving possessed. Okay. If someone had seen me in that moment, they would have been scared. So yeah, that was happening. And then I saw Archangel Michael rush in. Like this is the first time I had ever seen him so clearly. So he came with like a ball of light behind him, green with blonde hair. That's my version, okay? And yeah, just like rushing in to help me. So I realized, okay, this is getting multidimensional. And at some point, I started releasing the pain, the fear, the pain of the people who had donated me blood because I don't know how many liters of blood I have received from other people over this course, but I've had at least five or more blood transfusions since everything. And so that was crazy. That was all coming out from like shaking and all of that. And then suddenly I saw a lifetime, another lifetime of mine, where I was a knight and I had a long blonde hair as a knight. And I literally beheaded with a sword a red dragon from like the neck down, or like middle of the neck or something. It had a long neck. And at some point, I was suddenly that knight, I was suddenly that dragon, and I was also the shooter, the person who shot me in this life, and myself. And what came through is that I had a contract with my shooter that I have never seen in real life. I had no idea what they look like, but it came through that it's a man. And I had a contract with that man since that lifetime, which was literally thousands of years ago. And well, I guess it's like was Avalonian times because there were dragons and stuff. And yeah, so it was wild to be these four beings, including myself, at the same time. And next day, I also received basically the contract was that we would swap roles. And in this life, he would hurt me and I would be the receiver in that sense, because both parts have their lessons in that, to to have the role of hurting someone this much and killing other people and shooting other people, that can't be an easy life either. So the next morning, what came through as well is that before we come to Earth, like when we are in like the in-between state or heaven or however you want to call it, where we do like our life reviews and all of that, it's kind of like a pick and choose situation. Before we come to Earth, um, before we are born, we get to kind of choose which contracts we take from other lifetimes because, first of all, time is not linear behind this reality. And because there are so many thousands of lives to choose the contracts from, then we can pick and choose different contracts from different lifetimes. So it's really like a pick and choose kind of situation because we couldn't possibly fit all the karmic contracts to just one lifetime. So a lot of the time, the contracts that are playing out in our current reality are literally thousands of years old. So that was pretty cool to find out. And yeah, this was after this healing experience, it went on for about 2 hours, I would say. Like the actual exercise was like 10 minutes. Okay. So it went on for a while. And it was really, really intense. Really, I was like crying and laughing. And I also had this sensation of that I would normally get after like a panic attack or like a really bad mental breakdown, which I haven't had in a while, but in the past I did. And the feeling is kind of like your entire body is tingling because your nervous system has just gone through something so intense that it has literally like broken down a bit. This was the first time for me to experience that feeling without having a panic attack. It was like a release, and it was the most bizarre thing to experience that sensation again in this way. So yeah, I released that from my nervous system, and that felt good. And at some point, I also realized I was like an oversoul consciousness because I was sort of watching myself from behind me, kind of, or above. And I could see that I'm seeing through my little human eyes, but I'm actually this oversoul. And how I felt in that moment was also, I felt the unity, the oneness with everything, like it felt like love and home. It was like a knowing of that on the other side, beside this 3D reality, we are all together. We are all one. We are all like with our friends and family and the people, the souls that we love. We are all together there. Like everything is okay there. So, and what else? I recently had a my first mediumship session with a friend, and it was amazing because I was really able to describe what her grandma and her aunt looked like. I was able to uh, channel and know information about them that she had not shared with me. And it is the most amazing feeling to receive real-time confirmation about how right my channeling is, because these are real people who once existed. Okay. So yeah, I will be opening a mediumship offer very soon as well. So if that's something you would be interested in, then drop me a DM, or send me, yeah, just drop me a DM on Instagram or connect with me via my website, because I will be offering some discounted sessions for the first 1, 2 people. Okay. So yeah, that is really, really exciting as well, because for the longest time I have known that I have the mediumship gift, and it's come through my own family line, but I never felt called to do it until now. And actually, it's very, very fulfilling and very beautiful work. So I'm truly, truly excited to share this. All right, I think that's it for now. And let's go. All right, so put your hands on your heart. Let's set up the sacred space, because it's important to do any sort of spiritual work within a sacred, a safe space, okay? So take a deep breath in, hold, and breathe out. Take a breath in, hold, and breathe out. Releasing any doubts, any fears, anything that no longer serves you. And breathe in hope, love, healing, and let go sadness, anxiety, worry. I now call into your space to your left Archangel Michael, the divine warrior and protector. In front of you, Archangel Haniel, the angel of unconditional love and healing and friendships and family and general relationships. To your right, I call in Archangel Raphael, the master healer, who will hold space for us as we do this healing work. And behind you, I call in your highest self, your highest human self. And above you, I call in Archangel Jophiel, who will support us, who will hold space for creativity. And below you, I call in Archangel Gabriel for the divine messages and wisdom. And I also call us to surround Archangel Metatron for strength and extra protection. I ask these beings to surround you now with their love, with their healing, with their highest frequency available, with their wisdom and creativity and healing and protection. We are now going to connect to God Source. So imagine in front of you, imagine at the edge of the universe, there is a doorway of light. And I would like to ask God Source to open that doorway of light for us now. And let that light pour down past the stars, through the galaxies, through the Earth's atmosphere, through the sky, and the ceiling of the room that you're in, and throughout your entire body. Anchor us in divine timing and truth. Please, God Source, and may all the messages that are coming through be divinely guided and true. And now we are also connecting to the void, the Great Mother. I've been working with the Great Mother for a while now. And she has been great in assisting of letting go of things that do not serve us anymore. So imagine how roots are growing out from the soles of your feet, and they are getting lower and lower and lower. And first they are wrapping around the crystal heart of Gaia, and then they are going even deeper into the Earth's consciousness until they reach a place of complete silence and blackness. But there are so many stars in that blackness. And suddenly, two blinking eyes open. And that is our Great Mother, where everything has begun. So the Great Mother is the womb, and God Source is like the male energy. So anchor us in divine truth, dear Great Mother, and please transmute anything. Please dissolve anything that does not serve us, that isn't for our highest good, any outdated identities, thought patterns, mindsets, belief systems. Let us let go and transmute anything that no longer serves us, so that we can be free and we can transmute these energies into empowerment, into wisdom, protection, strength, inspired action, and motivation and confidence. Okay, thank you. And I see that the Lyran Elders are coming in actually. So I have been connecting with the Lyran Elders. So the sacred space has been set up. So instead of dragons, we are working with the Lyran Elders. And I recently had a situation where I connected with the Lyran Elders, and it comes out that I too am one of the Lyran Elders, and they called me a grandmother. So this is a very ancient lifetime of mine, and there are 6 of us, and it was I'm a healer in that lifetime as well. It's a very, very old lifetime, and this lifetime is directly connected to my healing abilities from there. So I have also, I'm connecting with the wisdom of the Lyran Elders. Okay, so we will be working with them today. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scan the energetic body. We're going to do a general clearing, and then let's answer some reflective questions, as that's something that is also always very useful. So, okay, I do see that the dragons are coming in as well. So Albert, the green earth and air dragon, is coming in, and he is blasting our collective with white light. So he is blasting the energetic body to remove any residue. A lot of you have been going through tough periods of self-realizations, of understanding what no longer serves you, of also realizing what relationships no longer serve you, what isn't aligned with you anymore. So the purpose of this healing is to let go of any outdated pieces of identity, of mindset, of patterns that are not aligned, that do not serve you, and that you do not want to take with you to the next period in your life. So we are clearing away all of this energy, and some of these belief systems are tricky. They are stubborn. They don't want to leave, but know that it is safe for you to let go of old parts of identity, old ways of doing things that are just outdated, because as human beings, for like one thing that is certain is change. But if we get stuck and if we resist change, then our light, our flame, our fire, it gets to dim. It starts to dim and starts to become smaller. Okay, so Albert is activating, and Sandalphon has just come in as well, who is the divine feminine dragon from Lemuria, a water dragon and land dragon as well. And she's coming in as well, and she's doing this activation together with Albert. So we are getting the divine masculine and divine feminine energies together right now, and I see that they are connecting in your energy field, because I see the infinity symbol, and that is like a stamp that is getting inserted into your solar plexus and your sacred chakra, and they are creating a connection there so that you can take action from a place of inspiration, from motivation, from willpower, from confidence, and also have the wisdom to relax and receive. So if you have been planting lots of seeds recently, then perhaps it's time for you to take a step back and just receive for a while. Stop doing so much, okay? But if you haven't been creating, then you are getting the activation of taking inspired action. Okay? Now, think of something, think of something think of a belief system that has been holding you back. Something that has been stopping you from manifesting that next client, that next opportunity, that promotion, that relationship, that friendship. What is a belief? What is a belief you have about yourself and your abilities? Now take that belief and remove it from yourself. So physically, do this movement with your hands, and see how this energy, this black energy, this sticky energy is coming out of you, and pull it out. This is all happening in the energetic body. Pull it out, and you can make it into a ball. And Michael comes in with he's holding a purple flame, so throw it in there, let it go. Anything extra that is coming out, any blackness, I see there's a lot of blackness, a lot of sadness, a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, anything that you are ready to let go. When you are ready to choose yourself, say, I am ready to let go. I am ready to get empowered. I am ready to transmute my pain. I am ready to welcome in the new. Okay, all of that energy is getting transmuted into willpower, into confidence, into seeing your worth. If you don't see your worth, nobody else will, okay? Our energy is magnetic. So if you don't think you're awesome, then nobody else will. So this is your sign. If you feel like you can't do this, you're not good enough, then this is your chance to address these belief systems and consciously start rewriting these belief systems, okay? We are the creators of our reality. It's really that simple, okay? But you have to make this decision. You have to grab the reins of your own destiny, of your own life, because only if you are in control of your mind, of your mindset, of your thoughts, only then can you manifest your dream life. And also, of course, subliminals. Subliminals are amazing for bypassing the conscious mind. If you have a limiting belief system that you haven't been able to get around, then it can be helpful. But ultimately, you still have to go and do the work at some point. Okay? So yeah, I'm like getting all this energy together, and I'm giving it away to Michael. And it goes through the purple flame, and it all breaks into lots of like little sparkles of light. Okay. So yeah, now you have the opportunity to think a little bit more. What are these belief systems in your life right now that are not serving you? And literally write them out and then rewrite a new version right next to it where you rewrite the belief system. Okay. So yeah, take a minute, open up your notes or open up your whatever, pen and paper. And write the new version with power, with a completely different energy. So people, for example, I don't know, people absolutely want something, or I will most certainly, confidently, with power, go and do this thing. Okay, you get the point. And now put your hands on your heart and say this. Say it out loud to yourself. I will mute myself for a sec. Okay. All right, my guys, this is something you can always do at any minute. You don't need, it doesn't need a huge song and dance, okay? And all right, let me know how it all resonated. And okay, I'm feeling cool to pull a little card as well. Okay, only one card came through. So this is the message for the collective, number 26, the reunion, spontaneity, change of plans, social connections. So we are all being asked to shake things up a little, change things up a little, go and be social, go hang out with people, say yes to more things. Be a yes person, okay? Because you are going to reunite with some souls that you have known for a long time, okay? Be spontaneous. Yeah, that's the vibe. Go and hang out with people, go enjoy, go crazy. Okay, my loves, I hope that you enjoyed this little comeback. And yeah, I have updated some of my offers. So I have Meet Your Spirit team offer now, instead of just Meet Your Spirit Animals or Meet Your Galactic friends and family. It's a whole package. So that, and as I said, I will be coming out with my mediumship offer. Oh, and also I have an ongoing event. So next Wednesday, I will be running the manifestation workshop, Dancing with the Dragons. And within that, I will teach you through very, very simple and practical steps how to completely create your desired reality, because I know how to do it. So, yeah. And what's special about this workshop as well is that I will channel your personal manifestation blueprint for you, so you can start using these tips and tricks in your own life straight away. And I will also include some awesome freebies that are usually paid. that will help you on this journey as well. So if you would like to join, then check out the link below. And we will be doing it next Wednesday evening time for Europe so that the US guys can join as well. Okay, my loves, thank you so much. And if you are watching this and still haven't subscribed, then please do, because your support is everything to me and it truly makes my heart sing every time I see a new subscriber. Plus, also, it will help others to reach me who would benefit from my healing or my guidance. And yeah. So please like and comment and share this video with your friends. Okay, see you next time. I don't know how frequently I will be doing the videos now, but maybe twice a month, or we'll see, because I'm going to Ireland next week to do my first horse riding trip, as I said I would in spring. So let's end here and I'll see you next time.